Pink, a vivid and playful hue, elicits a range of emotions, including love, playfulness, and femininity. Its gentle warmth exudes tenderness and affection, often associated with romantic love, evident in the profusion of pink hearts and roses on Valentine's Day. The soft, blushing shade of pink evokes sentiments of sweetness, vulnerability, and compassion, making it a favored choice for expressing affection. The youthful energy of pink resonates well with childhood and innocence, attracting many young girls due to its association with fun and carefree spirit. Pink-themed nurseries, toys, and clothing are commonplace, though societal norms and peer pressure can also influence children's preferences, shaping their perception of colors and styles. Pink's playful nature aligns with traditional notions of femininity, historically embraced as a symbol of femininity and often linked with conventional gender roles and stereotypes. From pink ribbons to blush-toned makeup and fashion, the color has become deeply intertwined with the cultural representation of womanhood and girlhood. However, in recent years, there has been a shift in the perception of pink. While it still embodies traits of love and gentleness, it has also come to symbolize strength, confidence, and empowerment. The Pink Ribbon campaign for breast cancer awareness exemplifies how pink can convey resilience, solidarity, and the celebration of life. Red. The human eye predominantly perceives red, green, and blue, with most other colors being mixtures of these primary ones. Red stands out as a particularly potent and intense color, evoking strong emotions like anger or authority. Throughout history, it has been linked with passion, love, desire, as well as anger, danger, and warning. From ancient times, such as the era of cave paintings, red has been used to represent vital concepts like blood and fire, indicating significance to early humans. Across various cultures, red has held sacred connotations, symbolizing power, strength, and courage. The red effect suggests that wearing red can enhance attractiveness and perceived dominance, offering advantages in competitive contexts like sports and dating. Despite thinking oneself immune, red exerts profound psychological effects, increasing heart rate and energy levels due to its stimulating nature. Recognizing this, companies frequently employ red in marketing and advertising to capture attention and instill a sense of urgency or excitement. Brands like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Netflix utilize red in their branding to evoke feelings of energy, appetite, and passion. However, red's association with danger and aggression is also notable, leading to its common use in warning signs and stop signals, as it commands attention effectively. Even in industries like finance and security, red is employed to signify negative outcomes, such as financial losses. Blue. Early humans often gazed upward, linking the blue sky with the tranquil heavens. Psychologically, blue is deemed a cool and soothing hue, capable of reducing blood pressure and heart rate, fostering a serene and steady atmosphere. Due to the costly pigments required to produce certain shades of blue, like ultramarine, it became associated with the privileged or educated classes, such as the Egyptians and Romans. Across many cultures, blue also signified loyalty, trust, and integrity, rooted in the belief that the sky would consistently display its blue hue. Ironically, some individuals experience chromophobia, a rare condition characterized by a fear of the color blue, leading them to avoid clear skies and bodies of water, challenging the widely held perception of blue's calming effect. Interestingly, different shades of blue can influence psychological perceptions. Lighter blues are often perceived as more soothing, reminiscent of serene beaches, while darker blues evoke a sense of strength, intelligence, and professionalism, akin to the depths of the ocean. Consequently, blue is a favored choice for formal attire and uniforms, symbolizing competence and professionalism. Despite its generally positive associations, blue can evoke feelings of sadness in certain contexts. The expression, "feeling blue," is commonly used to describe states of depression or loneliness, likely stemming from historical associations with drowning or illness, where lips would turn blue as death approached. Green. Green is commonly regarded as the color of vitality, growth, and rejuvenation, deeply intertwined with the natural world, evoking imagery of lush forests, verdant meadows, and the onset of spring. In contemporary times, green holds significant recognition as the emblem of environmentalism and sustainability, spurred by the urgency of the climate crisis. Its prevalence in corporate branding resonates with our innate desire for harmony with nature, fostering a profound connection to products aligned with ecological principles. Presently, grocery chains like Whole Foods often evoke associations with green, embodying a commitment to natural, organic products. During the early 1900s, Paris green enjoyed popularity as a pigment utilized in various applications, from wallpapers to women's attire, despite its deadly nature as a potent rat poison. However, its allure waned as the alarming toll of illness and death it inflicted became apparent. Owing to its association with nature, green is linked to feelings of serenity, tranquility, and emotional equilibrium. believed to possess a calming influence on both the mind and body, mitigating stress and anxiety. Consequently, green finds frequent use in healthcare environments, fostering an ambience of healing and revitalization. Additionally, in the realm of finance, certain shades of green symbolize growth and prosperity, with a green bar in stock market indicators typically signaling positive performance. In William Shakespeare's Othello, the character Iago famously warns against the destructive power of jealousy, likening it to a green-eyed monster that consumes its victims. This metaphorical usage likely contributed to the later idiom green with envy, firmly establishing green as a symbol of envy and jealousy in Western culture, perhaps stemming from the belief that jealousy could physically manifest as a green complexion, hence the expression green with envy. Orange. Orange blends the energizing qualities of red with the uplifting attributes of yellow, resulting in a distinctive color that embodies joy and vitality. It shares a close association with the changing seasons, particularly autumn, when tree leaves take on a vibrant spectrum of warm, fiery tones. This natural link to the cycles of life makes orange a favored choice in branding and marketing efforts related to outdoor and adventure pursuits. In Buddhism, the selection of orange robes holds deep symbolism, reflecting the core principles and values of the tradition. This association stems from orange's connection to the saffron dye traditionally used to color Buddhist robes, derived from the saffron crocus flower. The process of dyeing robes with saffron entails significant labor and dedication, mirroring the monks' unwavering commitment to their spiritual journey. Orange robes serve as a visual representation of detachment from material possessions. By donning them, monks express their dedication to a life of simplicity and humility, unencumbered by worldly distractions. Purple. In antiquity, the creation of purple dye involved a costly and arduous process, rendering it a luxury afforded only by the privileged classes. The Phoenicians and Romans, recognizing its rarity, reserved purple for royalty and the upper echelons of society, imbuing it with connotations of wealth, status, and authority. Thus, purple became synonymous with opulence and power over time. The scarcity of purple pigment, coupled with its association with royalty, solidified its status as a symbol of luxury and exclusivity. Brands such as Cadbury, Hallmark, and Asprey capitalized on this symbolism, utilizing purple to evoke notions of premium quality, elegance, and indulgence in their products. Yet, purple also carried spiritual significance in ancient belief systems, serving as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. In various ancient religions, purple was revered as a conduit for spiritual connections. This symbolism endured through the early 20th century, as evidenced by its adoption by Christian officials, such as bishops, in their attire. Black. Before the discovery of fire, our ancestors often harbored apprehension towards the color black, as it typically signified the onset of night, bringing with it the threat of predators and insects that plagued them throughout the darkness. However, in contemporary times, black holds dual symbolism. On one hand, it represents authority, strength, and confidence, favored by prominent figures ranging from business leaders to fashion icons for its portrayal of control and command. Primarily, black is associated with the concept of death and mourning, serving as the traditional color of grief and sorrow, worn during funerals and periods of loss. This association links black to sadness, symbolizing the inevitability of mortality and the heaviness of human existence. Despite its predominantly somber connotations, black's adaptability allows it to transcend its mournful reputation, becoming both stylish and powerful, mysterious yet commanding. Whether donned as a statement of self-assurance or as a symbol of bereavement, black captivates attention and prompts contemplation. In ancient Egypt, the fertile black soil deposited by the annual flooding of the Nile River was revered as a source of life and abundance. The inundation, which left behind nutrient-rich black silt, was celebrated as a symbol of renewal and fertility, underscoring black's enduring significance throughout history. White. White has traditionally been linked with concepts of purity, innocence, and simplicity, owing to its pristine and unblemished appearance, which evokes feelings of freshness, clarity, and new beginnings. In medieval times, alchemists regarded white as supremely potent, believing it possessed the ability to transmute base metals into silver or gold. Their intense focus on perfecting the purest white, devoid of any impurities, led them down philosophical and sometimes futile paths in pursuit of the elusive alchemy of color. The inherent purity of white has ingrained associations with childhood, virginity, and a lack of worldly experience, a symbolism deeply embedded in various cultural traditions. White frequently features in ceremonies and rituals celebrating new life, such as weddings and christenings. Its simplicity also lends itself to representing minimalism in art and design, where white spaces exude elegance, allowing essential elements to command attention without distractions. This clean and uncluttered aesthetic has gained popularity in modern design, reflecting a societal inclination towards simplicity and clarity amidst the rapid pace of contemporary life. Paradoxically, however, white can also evoke perceptions of sterility, coldness, or clinical detachment due to its lack of warmth. Consequently, white finds practical application in environments like hospitals and laboratories, where cleanliness and hygiene are paramount. Yellow. With our brilliant yellow sun bestowing life upon everything on Earth, yellow is often perceived as a dynamic and lively color, exuding warmth and positivity. In ancient Egypt, yellow symbolized the sun god Ra and was closely linked to royalty and divine authority. Psychologically, yellow is thought to stimulate the left side of the brain, associated with logical thinking, analytical prowess, and problem-solving skills. This attribute renders yellow a popular choice in educational environments and workplaces, as it fosters mental clarity, focus, and creative thought. However, yellow also carries a dual significance as a color of caution and warning. Traffic signals, hazard signs, and safety gear frequently employ shades of yellow to swiftly grab attention and signal potential hazards or risks. Due to its vibrant and optimistic nature, artists such as Vincent van Gogh utilized various shades of yellow to convey the essence of sunlight and the natural world in their works. Interestingly, during the 17th century, yellow was deemed visually offensive, serving as a mark of outlaws and public offenders, making them conspicuous targets of societal scorn. Gray. Gray is a multifaceted term, often symbolizing ambiguity and complexity. In its most literal sense, it represents a color that lies between black and white, embodying neutrality and balance. However, metaphorically, gray extends to encompass various aspects of life. It signifies the enigmatic nature of moral dilemmas, where clear distinctions between right and wrong blur into a murky middle ground. Within this moral spectrum, gray areas denote situations where ethical boundaries are uncertain, challenging individuals to navigate through shades of ambiguity. Moreover, gray encapsulates emotional states of indifference or melancholy, capturing the essence of days devoid of vibrant hues. It embodies a mood of stagnation, where neither joy nor sorrow dominates, reflecting the subtle nuances of human experience. Yet, amidst its subdued connotations, gray also symbolizes wisdom and maturity, as seen in the dignified embrace of aging gracefully. In literature and art, characters and narratives painted in shades of gray beckon audiences to contemplate the complexity of existence, where certainties dissolve into a mosaic of uncertainties.